What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Two Confrontational. We preview each week of the NFL, give our picks and predictions for the upcoming week, and recap a little bit of the previous week. And we are headed into week 11. We had a hell of a week last week. As far as games, I mean, there was a few close ones. A lot of them pretty much were close, and then a few upsets. Like you saw the Dolphins knock off the Bills.
Yep.
The Saints got a victory over the Panthers. So I mean, you can kind of look at that. I guess we don't know where the Panthers are at, but the Saints were able to knock them off. And then you have a few teams that are kind of pulling away from the pack. Especially like the Rams in the NFC, Seattle in the NFC. They're just putting butt whooping on teams and yeah, just kind of controlling the whole entire narrative there in the NFC. And then as far as the AFC, you have the Colts, you have the Chiefs, the Ravens are making a comeback. They look good against the Vikings. I mean, our defense played well and held them. Yeah, Patriots are looking good. Broncos are 8-2 as well. But as far as teams you trust, who do you trust the most coming out of the NFC and the AFC, I guess?
The teams you mentioned probably, I mean, out of the NFC, it's the top two teams I believe are Seattle and the Rams, LA Rams. I think those are the top teams. Sam Darnold playing very well, and then
Sam playing good.
And then obviously you got Matt Stafford. He's been hell of a quarterback his pretty much his whole career. So I think those two teams. Yeah, Philly. I don't know. We'll get into that game and see. I'll kind of give my breakdown of what I think and stuff like that. But yeah, right now and it'd be cool to see Seattle make it to the NFC Championship or even Super Bowl. I mean, that'd be fun to watch. And then just kind of sticks a knife in Vikings fans' hearts and turns it because you could be sitting in that same situation. But
yeah, I mean, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I mean, I don't know if he would be playing this. I mean, he's in a different system. That head coach, Mike McDonald or whatever, he's a hell of a coach there, and he's been coaching those boys really well. And yeah, they're putting everything together. And then you have Jonathan Taylor going for 3 touchdowns again, so that's his fourth three touchdowns game of the year. But like you said, those quarterbacks, Sam Darnold, Matt Stafford, they're up for MVP talk. And MVP conversations and everything like that. So I mean, I mean they're leading their teams. Jonathan Taylor's up in that MVP talk. You mentioned the Patriots. Drake May's up in that MVP talk. Obviously, you have Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes and those guys as well. But yeah, Matt Stafford, Sam Darnold, Jonathan Taylor, Drake May, those guys are kind of leading the way there in MVP talk. So, but yeah. It was a kind of fun last week. Thursday night was kind of a poop stain. Two divisional teams.
Thursday and Monday, kind of.
Yeah. Both ended up 10-7 final score. Looking at that, we hope that doesn't happen again this week. But we have a matchup between the 2-7 Jets versus the 8-2 Patriots. It's in Foxborough at Gillette Stadium there. And Patriots have a 13.5 lead. So Jets, like we mentioned, they got a dub. I don't know if we mentioned it, but they got a dub last week over the who did they play last week? It wasn't the Browns. It was kind of a gross game. But yeah, Jets were able to pull out their second victory of the year and everything like that. So but looking at this one here, let me share the screen here.
Let's go our records as well. Let's touch on that before we get into the games.
Yep. I went 10-7 or 10-4 last week, bringing my overall record to 92, 56-1. So, not too shabby for that aspect and everything. And then, you go?
I went 6-8. My worst week by far. I even put some parlays down at Grand Falls, and unfortunately, there's a lot of games that, like you said, you mentioned. I think the Dolphins, that big win against Buffalo. A lot of weird games. Just wasn't seeing the slate well, obviously, because I went 6-8, and I'm at 98, 50-1. So I got 6 games on you. Getting closer. We were at 10 last week. Now you're 6. You gained 4 games back. So I got to find something in the rough here, the diamond in the rough, as they say, in this slate of games. So let's get back to Thursday.
Yep. Heading into Thursday, 2-7 Jets heading to Gillette Stadium to take on the 8-2 Patriots. New England favored by 13.5 there. Yeah. What else?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much for me to say. Like I mentioned earlier, the Pats are playing very well. Drake May's in the MVP conversation. I think even Ramondre Stevenson is starting to pick it up the past few weeks, playing pretty well. I think he had a touchdown last week.
He's
maybe
banged up.
two.
He's been banged up. I think he's questionable heading into week 11 here. And I think he's been, injuries are taking a
Hmm.
factor, but he has been
But
playing halfway decent. But I think might have been out last. Travion Henderson had a
Henderson,
hell
that's
of a
what I'm
game.
thinking of. That's what
Yeah,
Travion Henderson. Yep.
Travion Henderson had a hell of a game. He had a touchdown or two there,
Hmm.
and that went over the Browns. And that went
Yep.
over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So,
Right. Yeah, but
um,
like I don't have much to say on this. Good for the Jets. I think that's yeah, like you said, two straight wins for them. I believe. I think they won 2 week. Yeah, 3 weeks ago after what's his name passed away,
yeah,
and then
the
they
yeah, they got
won last week. So I don't know if
yeah
it's they're
last
either 2-0 or two
two
games
and
in a
two and three
row
in the
or two and
last
one.
two and two
Yeah,
and three, I think, in the last three. But yeah,
yeah. But
they had a touchdown return for a touchdown kickoff return and a punt return in the same game,
mhm.
which really
Hasn't
helped.
happened. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. But no, I don't have much to say about this game. I believe in Drake May and the way they've been playing. Vrabel obviously used to play for the Patriots, coming back home and coaching really well for the New England Patriots. So I'm gonna go Patriots at home, and I'm
Yeah,
yeah 12.5. I don't think I think the Jets cover, um, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Patriots at home.
yeah, Patriots. This one should be an easy one to.
And
This should be a
then
lock of the week.
yeah, go ahead, you make your pick, and I do have a point to make too.
Yeah, no, Patriots all the way. Drake May's been playing really well. Travion Henderson, Stephon Diggs had another touchdown last week, and everything like that. And then, yeah, just looking at all that Mike Vrabel led team, I'm going Patriots.
Yeah. And I wanted to make a thing here. I was just going through the games and I was like, wow, it seems like there's quite a few divisional games. There is
Mhm.
9 divisional games this week, the most we've had all season. So you kind of think of this as a in college terms, rivalry week. This is a big week for a lot of teams. Obviously, we know those divisional games are huge for where you sit and go heading into the playoffs and everything like that. So yeah, 9 divisional games, which is awesome. There should be some, and that's the toughest thing is because you always say like when they play divisional opponents, you never know how the game's going to go. Just because it is that divisional game.
Yep.
So it's going to be tough to pick these games, but yeah, I'm going to go Patriots. You go Patriots. And
Yep.
let's head on into Sunday. I think there's an 8:30 game this week as well.
Yep. Back. This one's in Madrid, Spain. So not back in Madrid, Spain, but last week was where was that one at last week? Germany,
Mm,
Munich. Was it in Germany?
it might have been.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you.
pretty sure it was in Munich, Germany. But yeah, looking at that one, yeah, Berlin, Germany. Yeah, Berlin, Germany there last week for the
Okay.
overseas. But yeah, this one's in Madrid, Spain. We got the commies 3-7. Not looking good without JD, or not even looking good in general, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Marcus Mariota, I mean, he's very similar to the play style a little bit, running, scrambling quarterback, but just overall defense, offense, special teams doesn't look good for the commies there. Um, and the Dolphins, yeah, put up a big win against the Bills. Pretty much shut them out until until the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
where they kind of got some garbage touchdowns there. But yeah, 30-13 over the Bills. And yeah, they're back, baby, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but they are one of those teams that, and especially against divisional teams, what's his face? Josh Allen does not play that well in Miami there, and we should have
Right.
kind of took that into to conversation, being a divisional, all that good stuff. But yeah, commies 3-7, Dolphins 3-7, head into Spain, and Miami has a 2.5 point spread on this one there.
Yeah. Yeah. Devon Achane played phenomenal. 174, 175 rushing yards last week.
Yep, ran
Kind of
all
put the
over the
team on
Bills.
kind of put the team on his back. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins at home. This one's a tough one because I just commies aren't playing very well. Dolphins iffy, very inconsistent. But I'm gonna go Dolphins at home, and I think Devon Achane has another great game.
Yeah, all three of the Bills' losses have come when the running back runs for they let up 150 yards on the ground, to the running backs there, and that's how all three of their losses come. So they got to step it up in the interior, and beef up that off defensive line there and get some run defense going. Because yeah, commies don't really have a running game. They
Mm-mm.
lost Austin Eckler. They traded away Brian Robinson. So they have Bill, Krosky McCarrett, and then some
Merritt, I think it's Merritt, not McCarrett.
Krosky McCarrett, Merritt,
It's
whatever his
Merritt.
name is. But I mean, you have, yeah, Chris Rodriguez. Yeah, not a whole lot of running game there for the commies, but I guess that's the Bills versus, yeah. So commies versus Dolphins. I think the Dolphins play really well again here. Mike McDaniel's getting his squad together, and yeah, Tua Tagovailoa throwing for a few more touchdowns here in this one. So yeah, give me the Dolphins in this one actually.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you going Dolphins as well.
Yep, I already picked the Dolphins. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, moving on here. We got a 5-5 Panthers, like we mentioned, lost to the Saints last week, traveling to Atlanta to face the 3-6 Falcons at noon o'clock here. Um, yeah, Falcons. Tyler Algier had a pretty good game, but they ended up losing to the Colts there. But not much coming from Bijan Robinson there from the Falcons last few weeks, so they got to get him more involved. Drake London's been playing really well. And then yeah, Panthers on the other hand, yeah, what do you got to add to this one? I guess Atlanta's favored by 3.5 at home against the 5-5 Panthers.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a weird game. Like I said, divisional. Being at home does have a big factor in divisional games. Panthers. I mean, they're not sitting too bad. 5-5, 500. Oh man, and I just know I'm gonna go Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. I just think I like their run game. Um, yeah, and Falcons. I
They
don't think they've been
played,
playing
yeah,
decent, but this is a tough game for me to pick. I could go either way. I just think Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers.
right,
I
yep.
don't even know how Rico Dowdle played last week. I didn't
Not
check
too
his
hot. I mean,
stats.
yeah, not too well. Let me. I can just zoom out here and we'll find out if he's like was the leading rusher there. But
I can check as
yeah.
well just because I have my phone right here.
But looking at this, Panthers and Falcons already played this year,
Mhm.
and the outcome was Panthers whooped up on them like 33-0. They had like two pick sixes against
Yeah.
Michael Penix and things of that nature. Rico Dowdle had 18 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown. So I mean, not too impressive with 53 yards. He did find the pay dirt, but
I mean,
um,
and then Falcons played pretty good against Colts last week. Only lost by 6. Panthers lost to the Saints last week, like you mentioned earlier in the pod. Um, so I mean, like I said, you go either way. Yeah, Dowd only had 53 and a touch. He did have a touchdown. Um, he's definitely taken that workload over on its carries as far as him and Chuba Hubbard. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Carolina Panthers um, on the road against the Atlanta Falcons.
yeah, Panthers. I mean, yeah, they're a decent team there, but I think I'm going to go Falcons here at home, especially being in Mercedes Benz. I think they play a little bit different there. I mean, they're 2-2 at home, so I guess statistically 50-50. But yeah, I think the Falcons. I mean, they played halfway decent there, coming towards the end. I think Bijan Robinson gets more involved here, and then yeah, they've been playing pretty well. Drake, like I mentioned, Drake London's been playing pretty well. Give me the Falcons at home to
Yeah,
beat the Panthers there. I don't know if Panthers are a great team, especially Bryce Young at the helm hasn't done much.
I mean,
Even when
shit,
they're
they're
even in their
five. I
wins,
mean,
their
they're
only wins,
500.
yeah, but their big wins have come when Rico Dowdle put up 250 yards on the
Yeah, I mean,
all-purpose yards. You know what I mean? So I mean,
I mean,
they went
same with
on
I
like a
mean,
2 or 3 game winning streak there, and they played
yeah,
better at home than on the road. Yeah, give me the Falcons.
but a lot of teams. I mean, when the running back has 150 plus rushing yards and a
Right.
handful of touchdowns,
That's
they're
what I
always
said.
going to win. I mean, look
That's
at
what
Miami
the
last week.
right. Like I mentioned with the Bills, all three of their
Jonathan,
losses. Right.
right?
But I'm
Jonathan
just
Taylor. Yeah,
right. Yeah. But yeah, give me the Falcons in this one because yeah, Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier
hmm
beating up on these guys. Falcons defense is good. Panthers secondary is good. I don't know about really their interior, but Falcons all around pretty good defense. So yeah, give me the Atlanta Falcons in
yeah,
this one. And then, yeah, moving on. This one should be I don't know if it will be. Bucky Irvin was spotted at practice there this week, but we got the six and
same with
three
Chris
Tampa
Godwin too.
Bay. Yeah, 6-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the 6-3 Buffalo Bills. Buffalo's favored by 5.5 in this one. Yeah, like we mentioned, Buffalo got beat last week. And then Buccaneers also got beat, but they might be adding back Bucky Irvin, maybe
hmm
Chris Godwin. We'll see. But if they start to get healthy and get some of their pieces back, that makes Baker play better and all that good stuff. But both teams coming off losses. Who do you got? Or what do you got
Yeah, I
there?
just think whenever Buffalo's a tough place to play. Starting to get a little chilly out. I'm not sure what the exact temperature is going to be on
That's
Sunday, but
44.
44. Yeah, it's probably going to be about that temperature. Yeah, 44. Where does that say that at?
Right on the
Oh
right here.
shit,
You
yeah,
probably can't
44.
see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I can see it. I just think coming off a loss, being at home, you got a team that's coming from a lot warmer climate coming into town. And you gotta, I mean, Bill's Mafia is gonna hopefully cheer him to victory here. So I'm gonna go Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen at home.
Yeah, being at home, yeah, coming off a loss. That might be two losses in a row, to be honest with you. Bills haven't been playing great. Their biggest win was against the Chiefs, and I think that was that. What's up, Benny? How are you? I think that was their Super Bowl. Was beating the Chiefs there. But I think the Chiefs are getting better and everything like that. So watch out for them in the AFC. But yeah, I think, but I think, yeah, I'm gonna go Buffalo Bills here as well, especially coming off
Yeah,
that loss. I
it
think
should
and
be
then
it should
playing
be a
that,
really good game.
and it's at home too. So, oh, look at that. Yeah, so I think yeah, give me the Buffalo Bills. But yeah, it should be a good game, especially if the Bucky Irvin gets back and everything, and they get some of their weapons back. It just amplifies their offense, and Baker plays way better when they have a full itinerary or full artillery of his weapons and everything like that. So yeah,
Hmm.
give me the Buffalo Bills though in this one, since they're questionable right now and doubtful. So
Yeah.
yeah, give me the Buffalo Bills. Moving on here, yeah, we got the 4-5 Texans traveling to Nashville, Tennessee, to take on the 1-8 Tennessee Titans. Haven't really been putting things together there in Nashville. Um, they are coming off of a bye though, so maybe they got some things put together in that bye week that they can exploit the Texans with. But the Texans defense is really good. Unfortunately, they let Davis Mills no, they were able to cap off Jacksonville last week. Davis Mills had an incredible comeback against Jacksonville. I think they were down 16 at one point, and there he was able to bring them back and get that victory over Jacksonville. So, yeah, Texans defense is stout there. Yeah, not really much to add on this one, especially on the Tennessee Titans side. I guess the only positive is they're coming off a bye there and it's at home.
Hmm.
But give me the Texans in this one. I'll pick before you here. But yeah, what else you got to add? And who do you got?
Yeah, I mean, not much to add. I mean, I got to go Texans here. CJ Stroud hasn't really impressed me the past 2 years. I know he had that rookie year where he played phenomenal, had that sophomore slump last year, and then this year is really hasn't shown me a ton. I thought the Texans would be better than 4-5. I know they're dealing with some injuries they did last year as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Texans at home. Yeah, or Titans at home. I'm gonna go Texans on the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Texans as well. Like a lot of their young receivers are really stepping up. Jaden Higgens, that rookie
Hmm.
at Ohio State, he's been playing really well for them the last few weeks. And yeah, a lot of their rookies are stepping up. Jalen Noel, Dalton Schultz
Uh,
been playing really good the
Xavier is
last
that
few.
Xavier Hutchinson plays for
Yep,
the
yep,
Texans as well.
yep. He's stepped up. He's had a few big games this year, especially with Tank Dell being out, Nico Collins a little banged up, and then yeah, C.J. Stroud being banged up. Davis Mills really stepped it up last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me the Texans in this one over the Tennessee Titans. That one should be a lock of the week, but that is a divisional game, isn't it? Or
Yes. Yep. That
yeah,
is a divisional game. Yep.
so it might be a little closer than that 6.5. But yeah, give me the Texans. Another divisional game, another noon o'clock game here. We got the 6-3 Chicago Bears traveling to US Bank Stadium to take on the home team in the Minnesota Vikings, who are sitting at 4-5. Tough loss last week. We saw some glimpses of JJ playing really, really well, especially that first drive. We just went down and scored right on him right away. But throughout the game, had a couple interceptions, took a
Hmm.
couple sacks, a couple bad throws. And just couldn't piece it together there at the end. Um, yeah, and then the Chicago Bears playing really well. Got the dub over the Giants from a comeback victory. I think they were down too, like 17-7 or something like that, and they were able to come back and score 14 there in the fourth quarter and able to get the victory there. So yeah, they're on a roll. Sitting at 6-3, second in the are they second in the NFC now or
I believe they're tied.
t-
No, did they lose to the Bears or the Lions?
I can't remember. Yeah, they lost the line. You got their butt kicked actually, like
Yeah.
54-17 or something like that.
Okay. So yeah, second in division, but still playing really well. Obviously, it's the best year that Caleb Williams has had under that new head coach. Yeah, being at home for the Vikings. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna take the Vikings divisional. I'm gonna go with the Vikings being at home. That should be a tough fought game. I mean, obviously the Bears struggled a little bit with the New York Giants. Like you said, that comeback win, beating them by 4.
Yep.
Giants are only had one win at that, or only 2 wins at that point. That was early on, and Jackson Dart start his time starting. They haven't won the game since. So Um, yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Vikings at home against the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, it's getting kind of scary. Bears are piecing things together and actually looking like a solid team there.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Minnesota, they show you glimpses, but then they kind of stall out, and then it's like, what in the world? But our defense has been really stepping up. We held like the Baltimore Ravens to like 5 field goals, so that's always, I mean, a positive when you're looking at it. They did get it
Right.
find the end zone a couple times with Mark Andrews and Rashad Bateman, but I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, Vikings, they play good defense. We're really good on defense. And then, yeah, holding their field goals. And we just got to get the offense clicking again. But we did see glimpses of that. Jalen Naylor had a hell of a game. We saw JJ McCarthy throw a few really good balls, like almost like impossible balls for
Hmm.
completions and everything like that. So, if they can piece a full game together, I think the Vikings get it here. And I'm obviously not going to pick against the Vikings, especially being at
Right.
home and everything. But the Bears are a scary team to look out for in the NFC. But
And
yeah,
I think this is the first time you played them. This is the second time you played them.
we beat them the first week.
First
We
game.
were first
Yep.
game on Monday night. Yep, we beat them with the JJ
Damn, that makes
McCarthy
that's
coming
a
back.
factor too, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can go Bears all you want. I'm sticking with the Vikings and the home team. I got my hat on and everything like that. So yeah, give me the Vikes.
Yeah, I'll stick with the Vikes too.
Heck yeah. Well, yeah, moving on to your game, coming off a loss there last week to the Eagles. You're
Hmm.
going up against the Giants, who put the Bears up to the test and everything. So this is actually a true test. I think your next 5 games after this one are divisional.
Mm,
You got
pretty
the
damn
you got
close.
the
Yeah.
Vikings, the Lions, or the Vikings, the Bears, the Lions, and then the Bears again, and then you play like the Broncos, and then
Ravens.
Ravens, and then you back to the Vikings there at the end of the year.
Hmm.
So you got a lot of your vision games left to play here. So this is a big win. If you This is a must need win
Yeah.
to put you at 6-3-1 heading into that stretch of divisional games, because those are going to be tough fought battles as well. And this is,
Hmm.
yeah, a true test for the Packers. They had, yeah, obviously first week beat the Lions, and then you beat the commies, but from really there on out haven't really done a whole lot.
Nope.
And but looking at it, yeah, true test. This one with Jackson Dart being banged up in concussion protocol, you might be facing Jameis Winston,
Yep.
and
I
you
think
know
he
what
was
he
named
can do.
starter for
Yeah,
now, and unless Jackson Dart is able to clear concussion protocol, which I don't think he will. Especially this is the fourth time he's been evaluated for concussion. Does have a concussion
this year, yeah, this
this year,
year,
yeah, yeah, and that's only in the few game or the what are
three
they? How many games
games,
have they
four
played?
games. They
No,
played 10.
he's played like 7 games, I believe, 6 or 7 games. So pretty much almost every game he's getting evaluated for concussion. So I don't think he'll be playing. So yeah, I think Jameis Winston is, and everybody knows how Jameis Winston plays. It's either a touch or it's either a big play or an interception. He's always throwing it to a person. A person's usually catching it. He's either throwing, like I said, touchdown or interception. Um, yeah, obviously I'm going to pick the Packers. I think that was a tough loss on Monday night. Um, yeah, it's
Yeah,
just yeah, I can
yeah,
kind of evaluate that and just playing the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, our defense proved again once again that they can keep us in a game. We've lost by 3 points in all of our losses this year. Only let up 17 points at the highest, and still ended up losing. Our defense is keeping us in games. I mean, obviously to hold Saquon Barkley and that Philadelphia Eagles team that won the Super Bowl last year to 10 points is incredible for them. But obviously our offense is not good enough to put points on the board to put us a little bit ahead of that hump and let us win games or help us win games. So a lot of bad plays, a lot of drops. I know we're hurt on the receiver side. Tucker Kraft, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden was out, but I mean, I saw a few drops from Romeo Doubs. He's supposed to be our go-to this week. Dontavian Wicks had a drop. Bo Melton, he played corner. He used to play receiver, got switched to corner, and now they brought him back because we were so injured on the receiver side. And he had a few big drops too, and then just some silly play calling from Matt LaFleur towards the end of the game.
game
I'm going.
management. Yeah,
Game management, yeah. Clock management, yeah, kind of. I would say, yeah, game management. Going, being in shotgun and running a draw play on 4th and 1 is
and
probably
they
pretty
called it out
silly.
too. Eagles knew
I mean, yeah, they
exactly. He was
sniffed
like,
it. Yeah,
running back draw right here, right here.
yeah, and they were there, and I just don't know why you're sitting in shotgun on a 4th and 1, especially that type of D line that the Eagles have. It was frustrating. And then
Well,
yeah,
then Yeah, then after
McManus,
that, yeah, you had that McManus. He kicked the 64-yarder or whatever it was and came
yeah,
up short. and then
Hmm.
end up running a play right after that he just sailed over the top of his head, wasn't even
Yeah.
catchable, and then
Yeah.
you kick the field goal again where you just were, and then shanks it far left. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what happened. Very frustrating. And then yeah, I'm not going to put all of it on Matt LaFleur. Not on our receivers. Jordan Love's got to take the blame because he's the head of that team,
Well, I
and
mean, yeah.
making some mistakes. But I mean, looking at his numbers, he didn't play terrible.
Well, he never puts up bad numbers. It's crazy. Yeah,
I just
he
think you got to
looks
take
like
the hand.
it looks like shit when you're watching it, but he actually comes out with decent numbers when you look at the
You got to
paper. But
take Matt LaFleur's or whoever's Matt LaFleur running that offense. You got to take the handcuffs off Jordan Love. Obviously, we've seen in postseason and later in the season when he's slinging the ball. Yeah, you got to risk pick interceptions. You have to because he's the type of quarterback that makes big plays. I mean, look at Brett Favre. He did the same thing. He was a gunslinger,
you can
threw a lot
sprint
of
for sure.
interceptions, but on the other hand, he can make big plays and change the outcome of games. And I just don't see that. Jordan Love looks like he's playing like he's scared to make a mistake, or that's how the offense is called. Is he's scared? We don't want Jordan Love to make a mistake. We want him to play perfect, and that's what causes him to throw these stupid throws and get nervous. And that one where he had that fumble, just
Right.
the Josh Jacobs' fault too because he got blown up. Um, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, it was kind of disgusting to watch, but we got to bounce back here, and I'll get back to the game. Yeah, I'm going to go obviously Packers on the road against New York Giants, and I think I'd probably predict the score to be uh, I'll go 26-9.
26-9. You think they're gonna blow them out that bad, huh? They do need to bounce back. This is must win game for them. Giants gonna put up a fight though. They don't go down swinging. They're just gonna be. They got fired Mike Dayball for Brian Dayball. So they got an interim coach coming in, Fafka or something like that, I believe.
Kafka.
Kafka or whatever.
Yep.
He's gonna turn that team around. I mean, they're coming in with swagger. This team has swagger. They're gonna be like that, like a cockroach. They're gonna be annoying, but they're going to be indestructible. So they're going to just
Hmm.
pester you and pester you and pester you, and then if you make a mistake, you're gonna slip up, and they're gonna be in your house and underneath your
Yeah.
bed and in your mattress there, and they're gonna take the win. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but this is a must win for the Packers, so I think they do get it done there on the road. But it is at MetLife in New York or New Jersey or whatever at East
Hmm.
Rutherford. So I'll take the Pack in this one, but it's going to be a tough fought battle. Hopefully, they can prove themselves after losing to the Packers there,
Eagles. Yeah. Yeah.
or the Eagles. Yeah, losing to the Eagles, and who they lose to last week?
Last we lost to the Panthers,
Yeah, the
and then we
Panthers.
lost to
Yeah,
the Browns, and then we tied
the earlier. The
the
Cowboys. Yeah,
Cowboys.
but lost two in a row is not good to see. I mean, yeah, so they need to get this one there for you.
Yeah, and I don't know the last time that the Packers have lost two in a row at home. I mean,
Yeah,
I have to look it up, but I don't think it's been in quite a while.
yeah. So yeah, we both got the Pack, but yeah, keep your eye on
Yep.
that one there at noon o'clock. And then moving on, another divisional game, like you said, there's 9 on the slate this week. But this one should be a fun one. I mean, Steelers didn't impress me much last week there on Monday night, only putting up 10 points against the Chargers. But I mean, you still have Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, and then you're going up against one of the worst defenses in the league in the
Hmm.
Cincinnati Bengals. So you got the 3-6 Joe Flacco led Bengals going to Acrisure Stadium to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers, sitting at 5-4, coming off that loss, and the Bengals are coming off a bye, so they might have been able to piece things together. We know Joe Flacco's only been there about 3-4 weeks. He's been putting up numbers, but he's only been with these guys and hasn't built any chemistry.
Hmm.
And then other news on the Bengals, Joe Burrow is back at practice. He opened up his
Yep.
21-day practice window, so he should be back in the next couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
and
Thinking more towards like that Ravens game,
Joe
but
Flacco did not practice today with a shoulder injury, so he. I mean, I know it's still only Wednesday, but we'll see.
he probably won't
He's a little
practice
bit
much
older.
either tomorrow either. Yeah.
Yeah, but he'll. Yeah, I expect him to see him on the field. Yeah, I think just being at home, going against the worst defense in the NFL this year. I got to go the Pittsburgh Steelers at home.
Yeah. You saw what the Bengals did though. I mean, yeah, obviously they're putting up points, but they're
Hmm.
losing. But I mean, they're putting up points, and if the Packers struggle like they did on offense last
Packers
week, or the
Steelers.
Steelers struggle like they did. Sorry, I'm thinking Aaron Rodgers. But think if the Steelers struggle like they did on offense last week, I don't know. Yeah, the Bengals might just outscore them here.
Yeah,
Like,
and the Steelers defense isn't very good either.
well, they are. They
I mean,
two
they had the
weeks
six
ago they
turnover, yeah,
had,
six turnovers
yeah.
against the Colts, but I mean, look
It's
at,
like,
and then they
and
played the Packers, and
they're playing the best offense in the league in the Colts. It's like, what is going? Yeah, can't
yeah,
figure out the Steelers to save my life. I might go Bengals here, to be honest.
but
I'm gonna go Cincinnati Bengals here on the road. I think Joe
mhm.
Flacco comes out here, throws for another
But
400
1 and
yards,
3
and
on the road
they're
versus
gonna
3 and 2
probably,
at home. Yeah,
yeah.
take that. Steelers are playing pretty decent at home. Obviously, a little
I
bit a
mean,
game above
they
500
always
at home,
do.
but
Yeah, they always do. I mean, they're
yeah,
always sitting at 500. They are leading that division, but I mean, if they're it looks like they're heading downhill, to be completely honest. But if especially if the line can't protect Aaron Rodgers, they have that safety in the end zone. I mean, he was getting hit, pressured all night. So I mean,
hmm
um, yeah, give me the Cincinnati Bengals. This is an upset here. It's a divisional game. I mean, it's 5.5. I don't think that's going to be accurate. Yeah, give me the Cincinnati Bengals. I think they're just going to outscore the Steelers in this one.
yeah,
So yeah, give me the Cincinnati Bengals on the road at noon o'clock. Yeah, and then moving on here, we got the another noon o'clock game. Last of the slate here, we got 7-3 LA Chargers, who we just talked about beating the Steelers there on Sunday
hmm
night, and then we got the 5-4 Jaguars, who we mentioned earlier, taking on the Texans, who the Texans came back and beat them there last week. But Jaguars are looking good. They're
yeah,
a good squad. Unfortunate that their defense couldn't hold up and stop Davis Mills, unfortunately. But the Chargers are one hell of a team too. Second in the division in the AFC there with the Broncos, the Chiefs, and the Raiders. But yeah, they beat the Steelers, put up a dominant performance. It looks like everything's clicking for them. So yeah, 7-3 Chargers, 5-4 Jaguars in Jacksonville, 2.5 point spread to Jacksonville.
yeah. Yeah, Jags have been playing pretty good. I mean, I like watching them.
They're banged
I
up
think
too. They got
they
Brian
are,
Thomas Jr. out and Travis Hunter out for the rest of the. Or Brian Thomas Jr. is not out for the rest of the season, but Travis
but
Hunter
200,
is.
yeah, yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chargers here. Harbaugh, I just, and I mean, in the beginning of the year they weren't playing so hot, but it looks like they're starting to turn it on, getting things together. Yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers on the road. And in Jacksonville, yeah, losing to Davis Mills last week really didn't show me much optimism. Give me much optimism. So I'm gonna go Chargers on the road against the Jags.
Jakobi Meyers had a touchdown, but he got called back for holding.
Yeah.
But he did find the end zone. Just yeah,
hmm
didn't count. But Parker Washington had a hell of a game. I think he had a punt return and a touchdown there.
He did. Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, young wide receivers stepping up to the plate when you need them the most. I mean, yeah, we talked about all those running backs earlier in the year that stepped up. Kamai Vidal was one of them. Yeah, and you saw a bunch of the other running backs stepping up, like Travion Henderson last week as well. When Ramondre Stevenson couldn't play, he stepped up and had a couple touchdowns. So I mean, yeah, this should be a fun one. This one's probably going to be the game to watch of the of the afternoon or the noon o'clock slate. I mean, yeah,
hmm
not really much going on. I mean, yeah, obviously I have a few divisional games in there, but I think this one's going to be the best game to watch. The Chargers and the Jaguars. But shoot, I want to go Jags at home, man. But being banged up and everything, Chargers defense has been playing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to go LA in this one as well. As long as Justin Herbert plays well and the running game gets going, everything just opens up. So yeah, give me the Chargers as well in this one. But damn, this one's going to be a close one. Yeah, give me the Chargers, I guess. Yep, give me the Chargers. I'll stick with it. And then yeah, moving on to the afternoon slate here, or the 3 o'clock slate, we have a few another divisional game here. Seattle and the Rams. They face off at 3 o'clock. This one's probably going to be America's game of the week. This one's going to be a fun one to
hmm
watch here. So 7-2 Seahawks, 7-2 Rams, divisional game. Rams are favored by 3.5 at home, but Seattle travels well. They're 4-0 on the road. So this one should be, yeah, this one's gonna be a hell of a game. See
Yeah.
who
Well.
is the leader of that division there. So yeah, 7-2 Hawks, 7-2 Rams. Who do you got in this one?
Yeah. I got Matty Stafford and the LA Rams. I just think being at home. Yeah, the Seahawks do play well on the road, but I got to go Matty Stafford. I think it's gonna be yeah, like you said, game of the week, Mayor's game of the week, and it's gonna be a tough matchup for both teams on either side of the ball. But yeah, I just think the Rams offense gets her done, and those
They are
weapons
high
that
powered, yeah.
Matty Stafford has and Kyron Williams, like I say every week, hopefully can get it going. And this is a big game. I think this is the winner takes first
Mhm.
overall in the NFC. So
Yep.
yeah, big game. But I'm gonna go LA Rams and Matty Stafford.
Yeah, damn, this one is a close one, man. I'm gonna have to go Seattle, to be honest with you. If they get out to a high scoring lead like they have the past 2 weeks, going like obviously they're not going to be put up probably 28 in the first half or 36 in the first half
Yeah.
like they did. But I mean, if they get out to a high powered lead like 14-0, it's going to be tough for the Rams to come back on this Seattle Seahawks defense. They are going back to the Legion of Boom, not necessarily hitting hard, but I mean they are playing really well together. The defense
Hmm.
and the offense too, and special teams. I think the defense, well, shit, Demarcus Lawrence or something like that had 2 fumble recoveries for touchdowns last week, and he was like signed off like 3 years ago. Like everyone, like yeah, he basically just kind of went off, and then he was played for the Cowboys and everything
Hmm.
like that. So they're probably thinking, what in the fuck? We just got rid of Micah
Right.
Parsons and Demarcus Lawrence, and they're yeah. So I mean, yeah, Cowboy fans aren't happy with that, but yeah, give me the Seattle Seahawks, man. Uh, I like the way Sammy D's been playing. Both of these are 2 MVP candidates going head to head, and so this is a big game for a lot of marbles. There's a lot of marbles in the
Yes,
pot in
sir.
this one. So I'm gonna rock with Seattle Seahawks. So just kind of go not go against you, but I mean either this is a coin flip game. I think both have really good defenses, both have really good offenses, both high powered. Um, it's just yeah, who can get out to the highest lead in the beginning and sustain that lead, and who can just shut the door and call it game there at the end. So yeah, give me the Seattle Seahawks though. I
Yeah.
think I like Mike McDonald or McDonald or
Hmm.
whatever his name is. I like him as a head coach. I like Sean McVay too, but I think the way Seattle's been playing this year, I think they just carry that confidence and momentum into this game here. Um, yeah, to take the dub there. So yeah, give me the Seattle Seahawks. All right, yeah, moving on to another 3:05 game. We got the 6-4 San Francisco 49ers who lost last week to the LA Rams there in that game pretty handedly, actually, versus the 3-6 Cardinals. With Jacoby Brissett named the starter, they were not able to get it done last week against the Seattle Seahawks. So basically the same 2 teams we were just talking about, their opponents last week are now playing head to head here. So we got the 6-4 49ers, 3-6 Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, San Francisco favored by 2.5 on the road at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Who do you got here?
Yep, I got Niners here. Brock Purdy and Ricky Pearsall are trending upward to playing this week against the Cardinals. So if they play, I think it's just a whole totally different game. Yeah, gives either if it's Brock Purdy doesn't play, gives Mac Jones a really good target and Ricky Pearsall. So if both of them play, great. If one of them plays, I think they get her done against the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, Arizona, like we said, all 5 of their losses prior to last week were within 15 points, and then last week they just got absolutely the doors blown off of them there. But so did the 49ers there by the Rams. So I mean, both coming off tough losses, but the one team uh, that has Christian McCaffery usually wins. So
Hmm.
49ers, yeah, might get Brock Purdy back, may get Ricky Pearsall, but I mean, even without him, they've been playing really well with Mac Jones and all the other targets that they have. Kendrick Bourne and George Kittle's still there, all that good stuff. So I mean, they've been playing halfway decent even without those two there. And but yeah, Cardinals have been playing pretty halfway decent as well. Obviously not last week, but was a tough opponent. That yeah, at home. Shoot, man, I might want to go Arizona Cardinals in this one, but the obvious pick would be to go with the 49ers. But it's only 2.5 point spread there. LA's Las Vegas thinks it's gonna be a close one. Give me the Arizona Cardinals at home. I think they
There
get
you
another
go.
dub. They've been putting pieces together. That Demon Cardo played pretty well last week. And then Marvin Harrison is always open. And yeah, Jacoby Brissett knows that. So he's been giving him the rock quite a bit there. I don't know if he's going to be able to play next week, though. No, he just had appendix surgery, appendicitis. And so he had his appendix removed, emergency
Hmm.
surgery to remove his appendix today or yesterday. So he's going to be out actually. So they're not going to have Marvin Harrison Jr. So give me the 49ers. I forgot about that. That just popped into my head.
Yep.
Yeah, give me the 49ers if they're going to be without their top wide receiver and down their running back and James Conner. He's been out since the beginning of the season, basically, and they're not
Yeah.
playing with Kyler Murray. Basically, Trey McBride is their only target. Yeah, give me the 49ers. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, give me the San Francisco 49ers there in this one at 305. And moving on,
There
another
you go.
divisional game. Kind of going to be a poop shoot here of this one. We got the 4-5 Baltimore Ravens traveling to Cleveland to take on the 2-7 Browns. It is divisional, but
Poop shoot. What? Ravens are actually
yeah,
playing pretty well right now.
yeah. I mean, this one's going to be a blowout. It's not going to be fun. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you'll get to see the Ravens score 50 points, but the Browns are going to
Mm-hmm.
be probably putting in Shadur Sanders halfway through this one, I think. But yeah, Baltimore 7.5 points favorites on the road in this one. And not fun fact, people probably already know this, but Shadur Sanders declined Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens called them, said, "Hey, we want to draft you." And he said no, or his agent did, or what have you. So they turned down the Ravens draft pick, and then Cleveland picked him up like 5 or 10 picks later for that there. So kind of maybe if he plays, and maybe he does play halfway, maybe second half, and kind of shows out here and shows why he wanted to play for the Browns or didn't want to go to the sit behind Lamar Jackson, what have you, because he thinks he might be as good as Lamar. Who knows? But yeah, looking at
Yeah.
this 4-5 Ravens, 2-7 Browns, Baltimore favored by 7.5. What do you got to add? Who do you got?
Yeah. Not much to add. I got Baltimore Ravens. I see them making it to the playoffs, doing what they usually do. Yeah, tough start to the season with Lamar Jackson out, but I don't see them slowing down. I mean, obviously, I think they're on a 2 or 3 game win streak. So I think two for sure with Lamar Jackson. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Baltimore Ravens on the road.
Yeah, they're on a 3 game with Tyler Huntley securing that one over the Bears a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so that was a huge win for Tyler Huntley. That helped them because they would be sitting at what 3-6 right now. And yeah, bottom basically tied with the Browns at the bottom of that division. And instead of 1 game back from from the fucking Steelers, now they
Mm-hmm.
would be 2 games back. So yeah, hell of a win from Tyler Huntley a few weeks ago against the Bears. But yeah, with Lamar Jackson back and everything, they're rocking and rolling. He's getting everyone. Yeah, it's just Lamar Jackson. To me, he is the most valuable player in the league. Just because if you take him away from his team's ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can say that maybe with Jonathan Taylor too. Maybe I mean, if you take him away, just is Daniel Jones as good as he is without Jonathan Taylor scoring 3 touchdowns a game and opening up the field? Who knows? But yeah, give me the Baltimore Ravens there to knock off the Browns in that divisional game. So yeah, and then moving on here, you got the 5-4 Kansas City Chiefs. This is also a divisional game heading to Denver. Chiefs lost last year in at Mile High there at the end of the season. Obviously, I don't know if that one counts. They're sitting half their team, but they did. The Broncos were able to knock them off there pretty handedly there at the end, last year at the end of the season. But yeah, traveling to Denver to take on the 8-2 Broncos, sitting at the top of that division there in the AFC. So looking at it, 5-4 Chiefs, 8-2 Broncos, Kansas City favored by 3.5 on the road. Yeah, last week we saw the Broncos face the Raiders and their offense looked like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see them play like the Colts and they score 35 points, or they come back from the
Yeah. I
New
think
York Giants and score like 18 or 21 in the fourth quarter. So I mean, they have the power, but can they beat the Chiefs?
no, they cannot. Shaking Chiefs on the road. Coming off a bye last week. Getting all your people fresh. Patty Mahomes, give them a week to reset. It is Patty Mahomes and it is the Chiefs. Yeah, 5-4, not playing great, but I think they get a big win here in the AFC divisional game. So yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs on the road.
Ah, man, this one's going to be a tough one. Broncos always play to the level of their competition. When they're playing the
Well,
Raiders, they play
obviously
like
not. I mean,
shit.
they're 8-2. They always get wins though.
They get the dub, yeah, but they always play down to the competition. They should have blown the doors off of the Raiders 50, like
Hmm.
45 to 10. You know what I mean? But they always seem to stoop down to their level or peak up to the opponent's level. So this one's going to be a well fought battle, I think. And the way the Broncos have been closing out games has been stellar, but they just haven't been able to yeah. I mean, yeah, just the last week did not impress me at all from the Broncos. I don't know if it was Thursday night being on a short week or what, but it was not impressive at
No.
all. And the Chiefs just look like they're rolling. They're back to the Kansas City Chiefs and they're searching for that number one spot. It's going to be tough to fight all the way back there, but this is a big game for the Chiefs, especially
Yeah, it
being
is.
divisional there. So yeah, give me the Kansas City Chiefs. They got to get this dub here. Cause yeah, I think they lost to the Chargers. Is that their only loss in the division? I guess I can't remember, but I know they lost to the Chargers for sure. Might be their
I'm
only
not
loss to
totally
the
sure.
division. But yeah, anyway, this is still a big game for the Chiefs. They got to get some divisional wins here, so I think they get it done here against the Broncos this week here and beat the Broncos. So yeah, give me the Kansas City Chiefs as well. And then, yeah, moving on here, Sunday night football. This one should be a thriller. This one's going to be a fun one to watch. I'm glad this is prime time here. We got the 6-3 Detroit Lions traveling to Lincoln Financial to face the 7-2 Philadelphia Eagles. Wasn't a high powered performance from the Eagles last week, but the Detroit Lions were able to put up some numbers on the Washington Commanders. Basically, everyone on the team scored. Jahmyr Gibbs had a hat trick. He had 3 touchdowns. Yeah, and this one should be a fun one. Lions are back to their peak. Eagles still doing the onside tush push and everything like that, like they are known for. But they find ways to get it done and get the wins, and it's at home, so it's a tough place to play. So 6-3 Lions, 7-2 Eagles. Philly favored by 2.5. Who do you got?
Tough one. I mean, yeah, Philadelphia. I mean, obviously going up against Green Bay's defense last week, held them to 10 points. I just don't know.
7 points. You guys only scored 7.
No, they scored 10.
Oh,
going up against Green Bay's defense, they scored 10 points.
I mean, if Jalen Hurts would have thrown that ball a little bit more outside to A.J. Brown, it would have been 17.
Yeah, I mean that you can say that, but that was
Right,
just that was just throwing the time. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Detroit Lions. I don't think the Eagles are. Fuck. I mean, shit. I don't know how. I think the Packers defense is better than the Detroit Lions defense.
Yeah,
I don't know if they can stop. I don't know if they can stop Saquon Barkley like we did. Held him to 50, 60 yards rushing. Actually, might have been 80. I could be wrong.
Yeah, this one's going to be a close
I'm
one.
going to go Philadelphia Eagles. The Packers need the Lions to lose, so I'm going to go Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, no, this one is going to be a tough one. This one is tough to decide here which way you want to go. I think it's going to be over that
a shitty game on Sunday night.
I think it's going to be a high score, and I think Philly comes out and they're going to be chucking the ball. I mean, they have one of the best receiving cores in the league with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. A.J. Brown did post, he was on a Twitch stream last night gaming or whatever, playing Madden, and he said, if you have me on fantasy, drop me or trade me or what have you. So
yeah,
I don't know what he thinks and what's going on here, but usually when he does something that's distractive and stuff like that, he has a hell of a game the next game. And so hopefully that's not the case. I mean, I think the Lions are the best team in the NFC, for sure.
I think they're better than Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're better than
the Rams. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, all said and done, even the coaching and everything, yeah, fucking Dan Campbell's got this team looking good. I mean, obviously they do have 3 losses, but yeah, I think they're better than the Eagles. They're better than the Packers. They're better than I mean, they're probably right up there with the Rams in this. I think they're better than the Seahawks though. But I also have the Seahawks beating the Rams. So, man, yeah, I don't know. I'm going Lions though. I'm going Lions. I think their offense is too good for this Eagles defense, even though they're old though. Yeah, the Eagles defense is old. And I think the Lions core is young.
Shit, I don't know, dude. The Eagles just got a lot better by signing that the kid from Miami last week. He kind of won them the game. That forced fumble against Josh Jacobs. Yeah, yep. Jordan Phillips. I think it's Jaden. But yeah, he did secure the game there. He got that fumble and recovery there. So I mean, that is a great signing. You are right. But what's his face is not going to be playing. He actually retired or is stepping away. Yeah, Jair Alexander. Yeah, but
he's stepping away from the NFL.
In 2 weeks.
Right. So he's stepping away from the NFL, though, to get his mind right, get his body right, physically, mentally, all that good stuff. So hopefully he's in a good spot. Hopefully he's doing well because, we saw a devastating loss last week or 2 weeks ago with Nealon. It took his life. So, I mean, this is the CTE is, we saw what happened to A.J. Brown. He's actually in jail for attempted murder and shit like that. So, I mean,
Antonio Brown,
Antonio Brown, excuse me. Yeah. So, I mean, looking at everything, hope everyone stays safe out there and all that good stuff. But give me the Lions in this one. I think their offense is just too high powered and everything like that. Anybody on that team can score. And I think Philadelphia is kind of struggling. I mean, they do explode though. So this one's going to be a fun one. I think it's going to be over that 46.5, but give me the Lions to take the dub on Sunday night there in this one. Yeah, and then moving on, we got Monday Night Football, baby. So not as exciting as the Lions and the Eagles, but we got the Cowboys and the Raiders. Cowboys coming off a bye, so hopefully they can put some things together. They lost 2 weeks ago. Who did they lose to? Not the Panthers. They did lose to the Panthers though, didn't they? But who did they lose to 2 weeks ago? I can't remember off the top of my head.
The Cardinals.
Cardinals. Oh yeah, that's right. On Monday night, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Monday night. And then this was
they're coming
the big
off 2 losses. They're coming off 2 straight losses and then a bye.
And it's on the road. They're 1-4 away, but they're playing the Raiders, man. I mean, the Raiders haven't been doing much.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're kind of healthy. I mean, they traded away shoot, why am I forgetting his name? I just mentioned it earlier. He plays for the Jaguars. Jakobi Meyers.
Jakobi Meyers.
Yeah, but then they signed Tyler Lockett, and Tyler Lockett had like 8 catches or five catches for and 8 targets. So he's becoming kind of relevant again. I mean, a little bit, I guess, but I mean, can the Raiders put it together and beat the Cowboys? Do you think? I guess Dallas has a 3.5-point spread on the road, so Vegas isn't predicting it. But what do you got to add?
Yeah, I always like to pick the Cowboys, but because I just think their offense is so explosive and
Can be.
the way it can be, but very inconsistent. Dak's even inconsistent sometimes.
Well, he's been having a good year, except for obviously the last game wasn't. Week 9 wasn't the best.
I got to go Cowboys here. I just like their offense. Their defense is not terrible. Well, it actually is terrible, but and the Raiders, like I say all the time, Geno Smith, he's either going to go out there and throw 4 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns or 3 interceptions and a touchdown. So
yeah, they did add Quinnen Williams though.
Yeah,
they did add Quinnen Williams into the
and this is his first, and he'll play this week. So hopefully,
and he got a week with the team because they're on bye week last week. So I mean, he got a week with the team, kind of get organized, kind of get his feet wet with the boys and everything like that. So that's a big sign. Who else did they?
And they got Logan Wilson too.
Logan Wilson too,
linebacker,
at the linebacker position. Yep.
They're beefing up. I'm gonna go Cowboys here on the road. They got to get back on the right track, especially after obviously their bye week within those 2 losses previously. I think they bounce back, and I think they get a win here.
Yep, I'm going to go boys with you as well. This one should be a lock of the week, but who knows what the Cowboys are up to and what Jerry Jones is up to. But adding those 2 pieces, Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson, really improves their defense quite a bit, actually, especially stopping the run and everything. And that's what they struggled with a little bit there. And yeah, give me the Cowboys. I think adding those 2 pieces and then that offense, yeah, like you said, is very explosive with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, and then Javonte Williams has been playing pretty well too. I wouldn't have thought he'd be in this role that he's in and playing really well with the Cowboys. But you have Michael Myers and Ashton Genty on the other side, and Brock Bowers. He had a hell of a game 2 weeks ago. wasn't really doing much last week, but I mean, yeah. What else you got to add into this one here? I guess they played. Raiders put up 29 last week against the Jaguars.
Yeah, Jaguars, I think Geno played pretty well.
Oh, too. Never mind. That was 2 weeks ago. Week 9.
Oh yeah, the Raiders only put up 7 last week.
Yeah.
Against the Broncos, they got beat 10-7.
Yep. So I mean, yeah, I'm going boys in this one on Monday night. You going boys as well?
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah. Then you got two teams on bye. You got the Colts coming off a loss and Saints coming off a win. Those are your 2 bye teams of the week. So Colts need to get some things put together in order to come back and hopefully kind of keep rolling. I mean, obviously, everything. Colts didn't lose last week, did they?
I don't think so. No, I don't think they did. We got to figure that out because I was just gonna say that's a good week to be going in. I think they're 8-2.
No, 31-25. 31-25 over the
Falcons. They had a close one. Yeah, close one. But yeah, going in 8-2, going to the bye. If you're a Indianapolis Colts fan, there's no better feeling. You got 7 games left, or 6 games left to play. If you win 4 of those, 4 or 5, I mean, you're looking at a 1-2-3 in that AFC, pretty much securing your spot in the playoffs. So you got to be feeling very good if you're a Colts fan.
Yep, especially Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr., Tyler Warren.
Yeah, put him in. Yeah, JT. Yeah, I'd like to. and I don't know how often. I don't think they do often pick MVP running backs for MVPs, but damn, he's making a name for
2008 was
himself,
the
man.
last one. 2008 with Adrian Peterson.
Peterson.
2012 was the last one with Adrian
Yeah,
Peterson. Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
It's
but
the
we'll see.
last running back ever picked as MVP. So for the last 20, 24, 23 years, it's been, or 15 years, whatever it
10, yeah,
is,
10, 12 years. It's
sticking with
been,
quarterbacks.
yeah,
Yeah.
they call it a quarterback award for a reason,
Mhm.
just because usually happens. So yeah, but it'd be pretty cool to see Drake May, like you mentioned earlier, him in his second year win um, MVP of the National Football League. That'd be pretty damn cool.
Yeah. So hell of a week 11 slate looking at it. A lot of divisional games, a lot of close matchups here. But yeah, teams are starting to separate themselves from other teams and things of that nature. So we'll see what
Hmm.
happens here in week 11. Should be a fun week. Obviously, every week's fun when you have football on TV. Um, yeah, if you don't have YouTube TV, you won't be able to watch some football with the college and Monday night football and things of that
Yeah.
nature. So they got to get that figured out. But yeah, that was
Hmm.
kind of a whole controversy last week and everything like that. Um, so hopefully the smart people figure it out and everything like that. But yeah, Vikings, Bears. That's going to be game I'm going to be watching along with the Jaguars and the Chargers. This Bengals Steelers one will be fun to watch. Obviously, you're going to be watching the Packers Giants.
Hmm.
Um, Bucks and Bills, if they get their players back, should be a fun one. Yeah, looking at some of the other games.
I mean, 3 o'clock that's the games you're going to want to watch. I mean, there's some good games. Obviously, Chiefs Broncos. It doesn't look like can't look at record, and that's gonna be a good game. And then obviously Seahawks Rams. And then Sunday night you got the Lions
Lions
and
and
Eagles.
Eagles. Yep.
Yeah, it should be three solid games for that 3 o'clock 3 o'clock slate, and then also that Sunday night game.
Yep. 100%. So yeah, should be a fun week 11 and everything like that. Yeah, we're halfway through, buddy. So I mean, we only got about 7 weeks left or something, or 11 to 18 there. So about, yeah,
Yeah,
eight
seven
weeks
seven
left.
weeks. Yeah.
This is 7 weeks of the regular season, 8 weeks left of the regular season, and then yeah, moving on to the playoffs. So
Hmm.
we'll see how things shape out. I think right now, according to, like, if things were to end right now, you would have the uh
Packers are in the seventh seed
right,
spot right
yeah,
now.
Packers in the seventh. You have the Rams, the Eagles, the
Rams, Seahawks, Eagles.
no
Um,
Seahawks. The Rams and Seahawks are in the same conference, so one would have to be sixth seed.
yeah, I think that'd probably
They're
be.
same division, so that one would have to
Yeah,
be
well,
sixth seed. But yeah,
um,
so looking at, I mean, yeah, you got the Chiefs looking to get into the playoffs.
hmm.
Bills and everything are in the playoffs here. Let me just see if I can go standings.
Yeah,
So
you
right
can.
now you have the Patriots making the playoffs, Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs, Colts and Broncos, all number one seeds in their division. And then looking at it, you would have the Buffalo Bills making the playoffs, and you would have the Chargers making the playoffs. Kansas City Chiefs would not be in the playoffs as of right now. And then in the NFC, you have the Philadelphia Eagles, the Detroit Lions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Seattle Seahawks. Those are the top four. And then you have the LA Rams sitting at 7-2. And then you have
Chicago
the
Bears,
Chicago Bears sitting at 6-3. So those would
and
be your
then
six teams
yeah, and
uh,
then
in the NFC, yeah,
yeah.
for the
So
playoff picture.
NFC goes Eagles, Lions, Buccaneers, Seahawks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then
Yep,
you're taking the
Rams,
Rams at 6, and then
Bears at 7.
Bears at no, because
Mm-hmm.
we're missing a 5. Packers are at 7 right now, so I think 3 teams as of right now would be making the shit. No, there's no
And then
way.
the 49ers, 49ers are
49ers are up
six
there
and
too.
four. Yeah, 6-4. So those would be, Green Bay Packers would actually be in there, yeah, at 7, because they only have 3 losses.
Right.
And then the AFC, yeah, I guess I only counted six
So
teams,
we
but
so yeah, so we'd be for NFC. Let's just go through this slowly. So Eagles won. Yeah, Eagles won, or
Eagles,
Eagles or
Detroit, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Seattle Seahawks. If it ended,
mhm,
those are the four teams that make it for
right.
sure. And then you have the LA Rams sitting at 5, Chicago Bears sitting at 6, and then Green Bay Packers sitting at
Yeah.
7.
So
If
NFC
everything
North would
ended
have
right
three
now.
teams. Have 3 teams in it so far.
Yep. And then if the AFC, so you have the Patriots, the Steelers, the Colts, and the Broncos all making it. Then you have
Yeah.
the Chargers sitting at 5, the Buffalo Bills sitting at 6, and then you have the Jacksonville Jaguars sitting at 7.
Okay. How do they pick? I mean, 7. I mean, why not?
Kansas
Why not
City
the
Chiefs and
Chiefs?
Jacksonville, but I think conference wise, Jacksonville's 3-2, and the Chiefs are 2-3. So they have a better conference record, so they would get in.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
They have a better conference record. They're sitting at 3-2 in the conference, and Chiefs are 2-3 in the conference. So Jaguars would get in before the Chiefs.
Well, but
Yep.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
how it
tough
would
to
look if it ended now, but obviously we have 7, 8 more weeks left of football, so
right.
we'll see how it all wraps up and everything. But yeah, Chiefs are looking like they're on a roll and everything like that, and everything's rolling through. So, but yeah, let's hop into TD's picks of the week, and everything like that, and then we'll wrap it up here and call it a Week 11 podcast there. But yeah, what do we got for TD locks of the week? Who are your? Do you have yours kind of jotted down, picked, and
I
everything like
got.
that?
Yeah, I got. Well, I had one listed. Let's just start out with. I was gonna pick a Thursday, but I don't
Yeah,
know if I will.
I can rock my touchdowns too if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with my team. I'm games I'm gonna be watching here. I want to see some touchdowns on the games I'm gonna be watching. So I'm gonna go with Minnesota Vikings versus Chicago Bears. Give me Justin Jefferson to score on the Chicago Bears. Yeah, he didn't score last week. Only has 2 touchdowns on the entire year. So he is due for another touchdown. He had that one-handed grab a couple weeks ago over who did we beat 2 weeks ago? Fuck, can't really remember. The Lions. He had a one-handed grab over the Lions
hmm
there. And so I think he's due for another one. So yeah, give me Justin Jefferson, JJ Jettas with a touchdown grab there. And then the Bengals game over the Steelers, give me T. Higgens with a touchdown over the Steelers defense there in that divisional matchup. And then the other game I'm going to be watching is the Chargers Jaguars. Give me how is pick Lad McConkey. I'm actually going to go with Jacksonville Jaguars player. Give me shoot. I'm going to pick. Yeah, give me Jakobi Meyers with the touchdown over the LA Chargers. Yeah, we'll see what he has in stock and in store for that game. But yeah, give me Jakobi Meyers with the touchdown. Give me T Higgens with a touchdown, and give me JJ with the touchdown there. And then yeah, if you want me to, I can throw in an honorable mention.
Nah, it's all right. I think we did
Yeah,
like 6 or 7 last week.
yeah, right. I'm just gonna go rock with the 3. Hopefully, I can get this 3 to hit. So I haven't hit a parlay
Yeah,
all year, so I need one.
I'm gonna go. Um, if it weren't for Josh Jacobs towards the end of the game last week, we probably wouldn't have scored any points. His touchdown towards the end of the game. So I'm gonna go Josh Jacobs a rushing touchdown. I'm gonna go Devon Achane, just going off the way he played last week, 174 rushing yards and a few touchdowns. I'm gonna go Devon Achane with a rushing touchdown, and then I am going to go. Hmm,
Cowboys wide receiver. Are you gonna
nah.
stay on Sunday? 'Cause, I mean, I bet you one of those Cowboys wide receivers scores for sure. CD Lamb or
Or
Pickens,
George Pickens, yeah.
yeah, or Ferguson too. I mean, one of those guys are gonna score for sure.
Right.
Um,
No, give me Christian McCaffery and Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, Christian McCaffery over the Cardinals defense. Yeah, could see it. I mean, he's produces like 65% of that offense. So yeah, I
Yeah, and
could
I wouldn't,
definitely
I'm not
see
even.
it.
I may say just yeah, not just strictly rushing for McCaffrey. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
no, I mean,
rushing or receiving.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, one touchdown, anytime score there for wide
hmm
receivers and running backs there. So yeah, so what I got JJ Jettas, Justin Jefferson
Yeah,
with a touchdown, T Higgins with a touchdown, and then I'm gonna go Jakobi Meyers. So all receiving touch or all wide receivers there scoring a touchdown. But yeah, give me those 3 as my TD picks of the week. And then you're going Christian
Josh,
McCaffrey,
Christian
Josh
McCaffrey,
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, and Devon Achane. So I'm going all 3 running backs.
Yeah, so flip flop, pick 1 or 2 or all 6. Shit, man, we could
hmm
do 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and hopefully all those hit and we make some money. Because yeah, like I said, I haven't had a parlay all year, man. It's been
Right.
a tough feat for gambling wise and everything like that. You experienced that that last week going to the casino
hmm
wasn't fun.
No,
But it is fun. It is fun. You get the
it's fun.
hype, you get
Yeah,
the feeling, but then yeah,
it just lets you
you're
down.
sitting in sorrows after noon o'clock games. Like fuck, man, those guys are supposed to win. The Bills are probably one of those teams that knocked a lot of parlays out because they were
Oh,
yeah
100%.
supposed to win.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, fun week, fun stuff. I love the NFL. NBA is in full swing. Yeah, NHL. I don't really pay attention to NHL.
Yeah,
LeBron
they're playing
James,
right now.
LeBron
He went
James
to
is
the
in the
G
G
League.
League. Yeah, so
Just practicing though.
yeah, I know, but that'd be so fun to go to like a Skyforce game and they're playing
Right, it'd be
fucking
crazy.
LeBron James.
You put up
Um,
70.
that'd be awesome to watch. But yes, yeah, should be a fun week 11. College football in full swing too. They only got a few weeks left of college ball.
Hmm.
Let's just yeah, I just want to take a look and see what that looks like here quick. Just give me 1 second. I'll see
Yeah.
what that looks
Um,
like and see.
NFL news as far as free agents or not free free agents. Asante Samuel Jr. Did end up signing. I was one of the Packers to sign him. I know Chase wanted the Bears to sign him. He goes
Went
to
to the
the Pittsburgh
Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Steelers end up getting all those good free agents. So I know he's on the practice squad. I'm not sure if he'll be elevated to the 53 by Sunday's game, but um, it would be cool to see him play. Hopefully he's healthy and hopefully makes an impact on that defense right away.
Yeah. And I'll just go over the top like 25 rated teams here and who they play. So Indiana, big win last week with that toe dragging touchdown. They faced
Yeah,
Wisconsin this week, so should be an easy game for them. But don't
100%.
underestimate the Badgers there. Texas A&M 9-0. They're looking good, looking real
Hmm.
good. They go up against South Carolina. That's also a tough team to face there. Notre Dame and Pitt. Pitt got a big win last week as well. And they face Notre Dame. Notre Dame hasn't been playing too hot, but they are sitting at 7-2, and so is Pitt. So that should be a good matchup. Number 9 versus number 22 there. Michigan, Northwestern, not a whole lot there. USF, University of South Florida, plays Navy. Navy's been playing really well too. But yeah, number 24, South Florida plays Navy. That should be a good one. Arizona's been playing well, really well. They go against Cincinnati. That should be a fun one. But the big one probably of the weekend is going to be Alabama, Oklahoma,
Oh yeah.
with Ty Simpson and what's his name for Alabama? Starts with an M. Um,
That is India.
Oklahoma's
Who's
quarterback, Matardi or something like that. But that should be a good one. 8-1, Alabama, 7-2, Oklahoma.
yeah, Mateer, John Mateer.
Yeah, Mateer. Yeah, that should be a fun one. Hopefully he's healthy. I know he's banged up a few weeks ago, but hopefully he's back and healthy. Texas Tech, UCF, Miami, NC State, Boston College, and Georgia Tech. Iowa and USC. Iowa USC should be a good one. Iowa took a loss last week, but
Yeah.
21
Hey,
Iowa, 17 USC. That should be a
that game
fun
got
one
pretty
there.
close with Oregon, man.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
They have that rushing touchdown by what's his name from SDSU,
Gronkowski. Yeah.
Gronowski. Yeah,
Gronowski. Yeah.
had that rushing touchdown. I think they ended up losing by one, right? 15-14 or something like that.
Yeah, it was a close, tight game, kind of a shitty weather game, but yeah, usually
Right.
Iowa keeps it pretty close there in those type of games, especially being at home. And then Texas, Georgia is the prime time at 6:30 there. Texas and Georgia should be a fun one. You got Arch Manning and Georgia going or Arch Manning and Texas traveling to Georgia to face on the
Hmm.
Bulldogs. So that one should be a fun one. So a couple big games there, but I think yeah, the biggest ones of the week are going to be Alabama, Oklahoma, and Georgia and Texas. Those are your two top rated games there to watch. And then Iowa USC should be a fun one as well.
Yeah.
And then some of those other ones we mentioned should be good. Notre Dame, Pitt, yeah, South Carolina, Texas A&M. Some of those other ones that we mentioned should be fun as well.
Hmm.
Utah travels to Baylor, all that good stuff. So yeah, should be a fun weekend of football and everything like that. I'm excited. Cannot wait. And yeah, what else you got to add? I mean, yeah, we covered NBA, NFL, and NCAA just briefly there,
Hmm.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
not a
should
whole
be a
lot
fun
to
one.
add. Yeah, I just need to bounce back from one of my worst weeks in picks from last week, 6-8. Need
I'm
to,
catching up, buddy.
yeah.
Watch out. I'm
This
right
is, I
behind
mean,
you.
this is one of the toughest weeks too. Just like we said, 9 divisional matchups. We haven't had that the entire year, so and then we're going to
Should be
start to get
fun.
into it, like you said. Packers play still have 4 or 5 divisional games left.
Next week,
There's
Packers, the Vikings, baby.
yep, and that's going to be actually our 100th episode
Yeah.
next week. So yeah, 100 went by pretty quick. Pretty impressive. So yeah, just need to pick them right this week, and hopefully we have a lot of good games. Like I said, three o'clock games, three very good matchups Sunday night. Gonna be a great game. We'll see how all these games play out.
1,000%. Yep. Can't wait. Week 11 of NFL should be a doozy. So yeah, that wraps it up for episode 99 of Two
Hmm.
Computational. Next week will be episode 100. Vikings and Packers play next week, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just take one game at a time because we got the Chicago Bears and you got the New York Giants to face in Jameis Winston. So
Yeah,
a couple big games coming up for the both of us. A lot of big games coming up for a lot of teams to kind of make their push into the playoff picture, like we talked about there about 10 minutes ago on the playoff picture and everything like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens, see how the cookie crumbles, and we'll see who's singing at the end there. So, but
yes,
yeah, that
sir.
wraps it up for week 11 of Two Computational, and we will see you guys next week on the pod. And until then, peace.
Peace.